Let's see. Are we back? We're going to figure this out. There we go. Hello, YouTube. Hi, we back. Stuff happened. We 15 minutes out. Oh, 15 seconds from IO event. And they ended up having some tech issue and lost the stream a couple times. But hopefully we are good now. Hopefully they're not going to kill the stream anymore. And let's see what happened with Hitman and whatever might be next here. Also, like, yeah, this audio gonna be low, chat. I can feel it. Come on, I need somebody to talk, so I need to figure out how much I'm gonna ramp up this audio. So, when they start talking, chat, let me know how the audio is. Hopefully they bump up the audio in a moment. I wonder the plate where they streaming is just like not great, or were they having an event like audio wise and whatnot. Wait, are we doing the same video twice? Oh no, we live. It's fine.
Hello everyone. Gamers of the world, welcome to a celebration of play.
There we go. Let me know how the audio is, champ.
And passion. Welcome to the very first IOI Showcase. We are live from the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood.
Okay, I'm having flashback to the old NIS like showcases.
We're gonna have a really fun night talking about games, first looks.
Oh yeah, they judging on Mike on the fly.
Yes, sprinkle in a couple surprises. But, you know, we'll finally get to meet the creators of the magic and have a panel at the end of the show too. So buckle up, power up, and lock in. Our first guest is none other than the CEO of IO Interactive, Maconn.
Oh god, since I'll just showcase it, it could be like 6 hours long. Oh god, buckle in, chat. That or we're gonna have flashback to the Konami Plat conferences. If
This
you
year
know, you
marks
know.
the 25th
God damn, you're so
anniversary
loud, dude.
From a team of few passionate tech pioneers, IOI grew to build more ambitious projects.
If you know the
such as
Konami
Hitman,
dreams, you know the
Blood
Konami
of the Nation,
dreams.
which created its own genre with a single-player game that gave thousands of hours of fun. On our mission to bring Hitman everywhere, whether it's by bringing Hitman to new platforms
Like
or by
mobile.
collaborating with celebrities as elusive targets, we just reached a new milestone. As
I
we
think they did
count
that for
80
Absolution as
million
well, didn't they?
players in the world of
For the
assassination.
Lucid Target up.
And 25 million
Hey, that's
units
not
sold
bad.
since
25 million
Our fans have
units.
supported us all these years.
It's also
whether
an
they
investment
recently
meeting,
joined
chat.
the ride or joined it as early as I did. So I just want to say thank you.
Hey, we got Hitman 1, champ. Okay, a little bit of Hitman here, Troy Hill. I don't know why I keep feel like Hitman was like sooner than 2000, but PlayStation 2 was 2001. And Hitman 2 was the fourth Hitman I played, because I don't think Hitman 1 ever came out on PS2, I don't think. I think that was like the one that never came out. The only thing is, like, Hitman 2 is, like, good. Even if it did make me feel a little motion sick sometime, like when we did that Wii play of Hitman. I need to replay, like, the rest of the Hitman stuff. Well, we got a couple of Hitman games on the Luna Pass I still need to do. I still need to do, Absolution and I think Contracts? I know Elite Absolution and Blood Money we need to do. Cause Blood Money I really much need to do since, you know. Supposedly Blood Money is like the best Hitman of like the original Hitman style. So the Black Sheep Absolution. I remember liking Absolution when it came out, but I know Absolution is the black sheep of the series. You know, just because you know, it was like much more like linear and less like developmental. Outside of like a couple levels. Wait, are we skipping Hitman 1? Are we skipping Hitman 1 just going to 2 and 3? I think we all chat. I do know. I get technically the old like outfit thing with technically Hitman 1 of the reboot. Wait, October 2025. What did I do?
So 2 NGS and do dailies.
Good evening, everyone.
Don't worry, that'll
I'm
take like
Christian,
5
Chief
minutes,
Creative
right?
Officer at IO. Hitman and the World of Assassination launched in 2016. So we're coming up on almost a decade of a live and ever-expanding game,
Don't
including
say
our
that.
very popular elusive targets. Back then, we created the opening level in Paris as a sophisticated, high-stakes location for a classic international spy thriller. And today, it becomes the perfect backdrop for a crossover between Hitman and James Bond. We're introducing the iconic built Bond villain Le Chiffre as an elusive target, and it's
I
a
wonder
perfect
that
fit
you
for
can get the
Hitman
license to the
and
other
Paris,
games.
and we are immensely
All the
proud
other movies,
to
I
team
mean,
up with
not games.
Denmark's own Mads Mikkelsen for a reprisal of his iconic role. So it's time to look at some gameplay.
Then again, I
Please
guess a lot
welcome
of the
IO
older
designers
stuff.
Eskil
I guess a
and
lot of them
Martin.
actors are dead now, so maybe it was easier to get the license when you're doing with someone who's still alive, huh?
Good morning, 47. Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre. A financial mastermind
Okay,
with
audio gonna be
suspected
all
ties
over
to
the
the
place
criminal
here.
underworld. He has made a fortune manipulating global markets
Sorry, chat.
by orchestrating disruption to drive stock fluctuations in his favor. However, a recent failed venture left him in dire straits, losing vast sums of both legitimate and illicit capital. In a desperate bid to recover, he has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable. Should Le Chiffre succeed, it will fortify his ability to fuel a dangerous network, an outcome they cannot allow. Be warned, Le Chiffre is calculating and ruthless. He will not go down without a fight. Good luck.
Alright, hi guys. We're just gonna show a little sneak peek of what's happening in the level. So we jumped in a little bit. Here at 47 has already obtained this invite, and you can just, Jonathan, just play the video from here. And there's a guard that he sort of needs to deal with. And as we know, 47,
I am surprised they streaming this, honestly. They feel very much like the normal content Quato thing.
So he's using
For graduation, when content Quato get fly out to do stuff, this is what it look like, chat. Very uncomfortable dab doing public speaking.
Level is gonna spiral out of control. And what he has in it is sniper rifle. Hopefully he's just gonna use it now as a binocular.
So we can get a good look of the level that was built. We constructed a whole playable casino experience on the ground floor of Paris.
Well, they're
So,
actually changing the levels for
in
the
true
outside
Hitman
late.
fashion, this is all participatory. You can sit down at any of these tables and play poker or play roulette with the NPCs. And obviously we're working towards playing poker against Le Chiffre.
Where did you get the invite from?
I got
Yeah,
it from
because this is
the
stuff they
gentleman in
usually
red,
do for like content
by beating
Quatos.
him at roulette.
You know,
But
the
there are many other
all
ways to
like
get the invite.
plats.
Of course,
You know,
Hitman
to
is all
like
about
white,
freedom
you
of
know,
approach.
them ball posts and stuff for them.
And here you are stashing the rifle because we're going for a different approach in this playthrough. Trying to beat Mr. Le Chiffre at his own game.
Wait, we gonna kill him with a trading card?
I think he's just in the next room, and we're gonna get a chance to see the main attraction.
That is Le Chiffre, shadow banker and mathematical genius. You need to stay on
Can't
your
you
toes.
just walking around and
He's
control the
never been
VK? You know, a lot of
defeated
people
in
will.
game.
And there we have Mads or Le Chiffre in all his beautiful 3D glory.
Just grab that
He
ball and
was
toss it at his face.
So amazing to work
And then
with.
one.
I was at the voice recordings, and the way that he just jumped into that role was magnificent.
Mr. Reaper, RPG didn't tell me he had a friend.
Also, child, they playing this on the Twitch.
What's your name? Or is that
They look way more like plastic looking than I remember it looking.
Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Lucifer? True. I'm just not fond of unexpected guests. I like to know who I'm dealing with. Me too. Shall we begin? After you.
And Basin is still doing a very solid job as Mr. 47. So I know this was a sort of a dream come true for you to.
Yeah. Like as a Hitman developer and fan, I always wanted to make a casino level. It's like, it's a no-brainer, right? And having Le Chiffre and Mesmer.
Oh god, did you two do the bit weight again? Why are you 720? God damn it, YouTube. Stop changing my bit weight. There we go. Sorry, chat.
What a pleasant surprise, Mr. Smith. Didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
God, man, the audio is really bad. Holy hell.
Don't we, Mr. Reaper?
I'm gonna like watch one of my streams.
Mr. Reaper. This is turning into an interesting evening. Shall we continue? Oh, please do. I'm sorry.
Esteemed guests, welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique. I'm Monsieur Jameson, and I will be your dealer tonight. As per Mr. Le Chiffre's arrangements, we're going to play a cash game of Texas Hold'em poker. Your pre-bought chips have been placed on the table before you.
Chad, I'm gonna just kill him because like I
As
don't
in
know how to play
Hitman
poker.
game, the player's always free to, like, freedom of approach is sort of the staple of the series.
The small
As you-
blind will be Mr. Le Chiffre.
As you can see, he has a silenced pistol holstered, so the player could just take out the Schiffer now,
Monsieur Smith.
but we're doing something different here.
Yeah, we're having a whole like mini game now with the poker.
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
Wait, are we gonna take him for every penny and then make him sad? Is that what we're doing? And you're just gonna walk over that balcony and just jump off like fucking IT Cloud?
I think I'll bet 4 million.
It's not a bad hand, 2 pairs.
47, your hand is strong. Lure the other players into betting big.
$65% odds. I think I'm gonna call.
Raise him.
I'm waiting for you to take the trading card, just like toss that fate and slit his throat, chat. Paper cut can be nasty if you're not careful.
Monsieur Smith. Call. Mademoiselle Bai.
I'll sit this one out. Fold.
Time for the turn. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
I think I'll bet 4 million.
Monsieur Reaper.
47, have you noticed Le Chiffre keeps touching his face? Like he has a tick. I think he's bluffing.
She's trying to call me out. I'm doing the same thing. Oh,
We're sitting
fuck.
on a
Are we
full
being
house,
called out
so
right now?
Seems like good advice.
Don't make me get my fidget spinner, lady.
The bet is now 8 million euros. Monsieur Smith.
I don't have the hand for this. I'll fold.
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
It looks like it's down to you and me, Mr. Reaper. Call.
Last community card. The river. Monsieur Le Chiffre.
I think I'll bet 4 million.
Monsieur Reaper.
I love how the coin keep disappearing into the table, chat.
Seems like a slam dunk.
I really do feel like this is being played on the Twitch right now.
The bet
Or
is
Twitch
now
2. Well,
8
I think it's Twitch 2 right. What they're about to be on.
Monsieur Le Chiffre.
Call.
Gentlemen, showdown, please. Monsieur Le Chiffre. 4 of a kind.
Oh no.
Oh god damn.
Oh no!
He fucked.
Reaper.
I know number going to 0 is bad, right? I don't know anything about poker, but big number 0 mean
Show
bad
your
thing.
Monsieur Le Chiffre wins.
Well played, Mr. Reaper. But alas, not good enough. Will you feeling okay?
Pull out the gun, just cap his ass.
You should never accept a drink from a stranger.
47. I detect poison on your biomarkers. The Schiffer's signature poison. Keep calm. We've prepared for this. We have an antidote in the stash point in the parking lot. Now go.
I need to use the bathroom.
All right.
We will take a
Wait, is it perfume to poison it? What is happening with the poison?
Walk out of there calmly.
Sound fucking juice. Okay. We'll take it from here.
Yeah.
All right. All right, babe. Clock is ticking.
When we were playing this, Eskil was giving me instructions where to go. He's like, go left, go right, go down the stairs.
Run, run. And go right in.
Oh god, he did get poisoned. How did he get poisoned?
I'm just gonna throw a hammer at this guy.
You need to pick up your pace, 47. You have 20 seconds left.
Wait,
Doesn't seem viable. I hope the poison isn't lethal.
wait, the poison for him or is it a poison against the big bad? Who is poison right now?
Go.
I don't know who had poison, chat. I don't know what's happening.
47, come in, please.
Oh, I think 47 got poisoned. Okay.
It's under control, General. It's just a minor snag. Who knows? Could be anyone. Oh, he'll talk. Trust me. Yes. Yes, you'll get your money. I'm on a winning streak.
Isn't all these have always been this elaborate? I never done like the elusive stuff because by the time I beat like the Hitman stuff, I'm like, I'm good. So I thought the elusive thing in the pack was just like, oh, they're just running around in the level, figure it out.
Good.
So I wonder if it's like just elaborate because of, you know, what it is instead of just like a random person. Has it really always been this elaborate?
One, I must confess, I rather enjoy it.
Because I think in Absolution, it's just like, dit person, kill them, and then they're just walking around.
Mr. Reaper, I can read people.
Dude, yeah, there was a roguelite. There was a Hitman roguelite game.
Two others,
And they're like really good.
nothing.
What can I say? I just have one of those.
Like Hitman and a roguelike is like probably one of the best like combinations ever for Hitman.
Something turns up,
And you know it's something if I'm speaking highly for roguelike.
Okay. Let's not waste each other's time. Who are you? CIA? MI6? FSB?
Does it matter?
What it matters to me. Are you here to kill me?
I was hoping to outsource that part to Murillo.
So you do know something. I assure you the General will not be killing anyone tonight. So tell me who you are and what you're doing here. Right. If that's how it's gonna be, you are giving me no option but to take more extreme measure.
I'm sure I can handle it.
Don't be too sure. I've picked up a thing or two over the years that have proven quite effective.
Time to
Why
drill
don't you
to the
show
knee,
me?
chat.
You are something.
See, you got a game to play. General won't be happy if you don't.
Yes, I know. Shame. Guess we'll just have to wait. I will be back.
Can't wait.
Keep an eye on him.
Don't do anything stupid.
Right.
47, can you hear me?
I'm starting to think they're gonna run through the whole mission, aren't they?
You need to get out of there. Use any means possible.
We're it off there, and if you want to find out how to get out of that pickle, you can play it right now because it's out.
Oh yeah, they did say that was actually like public now. I need to look. I don't even know if I still got
Guys.
Hitman installed on the 360.
Alright,
Oh,
I
not
hope you
360.
guys
360
all
Lite.
enjoyed that little sneak peek of
in
the
the Xbox Series
And for
X.
everyone that's in the room, that will be playable out in the lounge. But what's even better, For everyone watching online, it is free to play right now. You don't even have to own the game. Go to the store, you can play the mission right now.
Oh, I did not realize
And you know
that.
what, let's go ahead and take another look
Never
at
mind.
what's next for Hitman.
I did not realize it was standalone.
Vero, our Chief Development Officer at IO.
I wonder if that means if you download it.
Hi.
Want the deadline in, did it just stop working? Or is it like
we are
you good? You keep it forever if you download it, I wonder.
Hitman. Beyond Le Chiffre return, we have two new, incredible, elusive targets coming to the world of assassination. One will go live this fall, the second one in the winter. And these will come to the
What
world
are
of
they?
assassination
Are we hunting Miku?
with a lot of different new challenges, but also feature contract and twist drop. So stay tuned. Hitman is also expanding onto multiple new platforms. In fact, the pod in the lounge are running natively on the newly launched Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay, that answers
And
my
we
question about the
encourage
Play 2 version.
everybody here to go and have a go at it. And following the amazing reception of Hitman in VR,
go back.
We wanted you to know that
Was
our
that,
team back home is
like
extremely
the world map?
excited to bring further enhancement and content in the update that goes live tonight. And there is more. Hitman, the World of Assassination, is a globe-trotting action fantasy. And now you can truly travel Hitman in your pocket.
Mobile
In the
Hitman,
launch, you
it
can
happening in
already
CM.
experience the game running natively on iOS. Hitman
No Android.
promises the freedom to play however you want. You can now
Telling you,
choose a
champ.
platform that fits the moment.
Telling
So
you.
from PC,
Soon it
console,
mobile
VR,
just
and mobile.
no different than PC and consoles. Just another platform.
There is more. And as a final twist, Hitman is also going analog.
What?
We are partnering with Mood Publishing to bring Hitman to life in a completely new format.
Anime? Oh god, he kickstarted.
We specialize in making memorable board games. And today,
Oh.
excited to share with you, we're teaming
Kun
up
if you still hear how
with close
exciting
friends
it
at
is.
IO Interactive to
Kun
bring
the
a new
token
project
board
of
game
ours
person
to
here.
life. Hitman, the board game, is coming to Kickstarter later this year.
In this one-of-a-kind multiplayer board game, players take on the role as master assassins traveling.
Didn't they already have a board game off Hitman?
Every time you
Am I
play, you
wrong?
compete
I feel
against
like
other
they
players
did.
on the same job. Whoever can take down the target in whatever way they seem fit gets the payout and wins the game.
Just like in the video games, every board you play on invites you into an immersive world filled with culture and storytelling, providing a perfect backdrop for the globetrotting assassin. Fans will recognize many iconic weapons, memorable moments, and familiar characters. Hitman the board game promises to be a fun, competitive experience and the essential assassin game in
God,
every
you can
fan's
tell
collection.
this is
That's it
proof of
for now.
concept.
The best thing you can do
That
to stay up to
literally
date
was on
is
like a
follow our page
vinyl,
over
like
Kickstarter
mat.
today.
Wasn't even like a real
If you
thing
wish,
outside
you
of like,
I have to get out of here
you know,
for a
like
couple hours.
paper there.
All right. We're prototyping and working closely with a great team at Mood. And I can tell you it feels really special to sit there with the other players, your fellow assassins, and you're trying to take out the target first. And speaking of playing Hitman with friends, we have one final sneak peek. We want you to team up with a
Hitman
friend
4?
and enjoy Hitman in co-op. So 2 new playable characters, Stone and Knight, return from their appearance in our sniper co-op mode to a full-blown Hitman co-op experience.
Oh, nice.
We invite you to play a set of exciting missions across our world of assassination, challenge you to rethink your approach now that you're going to play as a duo. So, it's still early days, but we can't wait to be back with more news on Hitman co-op soon. Thank you.
Now the question I wonder, like, if this obviously like a test for future Hitmans. I wonder how that gonna work. Like, the Hitman is he gonna get a
Christian.
flint in the net game?
For those of you who are with us today, you will have a chance to try the demo of the iOS version of Hitman World of Assassination in the lounge after the show. But that was a lot of exciting news for Hitman. News for the anniversary
Hey, welcome
edition
back.
coming out in
They just announced
October,
the co-op
release on the
becoming,
iOS, another on Switch
and yeah,
too,
yeah,
3
and
new elusive
Twitch,
targets coming in
and
and a collab between 007 and Hitman,
and also
is on our
mobile.
roadmap. And the cherry on top of the cake, Hitman co-op. But now, let's dial in, focus, because what's next is a different kind of assignment. The
Oh, we're going to talk
stakes,
about this
global. The style,
zombie game.
impeccable. The mission, for your eyes only. You know the number, you know the man, but you've never seen him like this before. It's time to step into the origin of the world's most iconic secret agent.
What? We have an origin. It called the original Hitman.
Parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain.
Are we doing CG? Are we doing like a CG? Yeah.
Started a grand tour of every.
We doing a movie full Amazon.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
Oh no, this James Bond. What the fuck?
And they're all in need.
I don't we done talking about Hitman, aren't we?
Knows what to do with him, Mom.
Can we now back to 007 from Olio?
Feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland.
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Are we gonna go through the whole trailer again? We probably will for the people that wasn't there for that.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
Yeah, this is absolutely the same thing from Olio today. But yeah, you can honestly really tell this is IO making this.
Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Tell you, the call does remind me of freaking Dunk Man.
Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
And we copyrighted it again. Could be interesting to see how much of today's streams are actually going to be watchable. Or we're going to be blocked everywhere. No date on that, right? We got pre-order stuff, so...
You liked it?
Something I guess.
Not too bad. I still have goosebumps when I see this. We just revealed to the world a new
I got no nostalgia really about James Bond
in over a decade.
Any nostalgia I have for James Bond
to bring to
would
the gaming
be
world a 007 franchise for the players.
You know,
reimagine
in the
first
background.
steps of James Bond as a young yet rebellious.
I don't think it on Game Pass, is it?
Who,
I didn't see Game
thanks
Pass,
to
but
his
I could be wrong.
Instincts defied all odds and got propelled.
Like the game will probably be good because IO, like I said, IO is like the best dev to get that IP,
Bond
but
as we know him today,
you know,
such as a younger and ambitious M.
Not day one or anything for me.
On the field,
there's like Game Pass or a $5 game in a bargain bin camp.
But it's also an incredible action adventure game, building on 25 years of mastering the agent fantasy at IO Interactive. Creative approach is what makes Bond defy the odds, and we want players to feel like Bond when
when they play First Light.
No, I'm not.
But we
I'm
will
not
talk
womanizer.
more about all that later.
I'm
this summer.
Nigel, but
And that would not be an authentic. That would not be an authentic Bond experience without the partners who helped us design our vehicles, our costumes, and game moments. And we are working closely with NVIDIA to bring the latest ray tracing technology.
hey,
to
that
First
means will be
Light.
probably on the video now. Day one, so till that I guess. Wait, did we?
Right. What an exciting adventure.
Oh, okay.
007
I'm like, did we do
First
one
Light will
update so we can look
release
at the
in
Coca-Cola
2026,
plan?
So please sign up to to your IOI account and get free rewards in Hitman and 007
Oh yeah,
First
next
Light,
year. Okay.
and wishlist a game on your favorite platform.
But that's not all. As always at IOI, we want to reward our community for showing their unwavering support. With every significant milestone in our wishlist numbers, we will grant players additional rewards on day one.
Oh, that
so
night.
everyone's
We doing the
speculating what those
mobile
tiers
stuff.
will be.
Also, no, not Game Pass.
Well, I can't wait to know more about 007
So we doing
First
the
Light. When are we gonna
mobile
get more
thing of
news?
like the more
We'll
you
be
know
back with a full gameplay
more
reveal
pre-order, more stuff
later
you
this
get.
All right, thank you, Hakan.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, mark
They
this in
announced
your
it for the
calendars,
Twitch.
and
I
Bond
think
returns later this summer with an actual gameplay.
but
That's gonna be
oh sorry,
absolutely incredible.
Hitman is Foot 2.
Now let's see how the magic is done.
But I
at
don't think they
IOI.
did for
Please welcome Ulas, Chief Technical Officer.
for James Bond. I don't think they did. I didn't see the Nintendo Foot logo on that black screen, but I could be wrong. But no, I think there's gonna be just probably like PS5, F-pop, PC type of thing. Also, why are we doing a sizzle wheel now?
Hello everyone. This has been a transformative year for IO. The
Yeah, no
progress you have
kidding.
seen today
You came
across our
independent
games,
this year.
trailers,
Well,
and
like in a
announcements
blast shield technically.
is a direct result of our incredible talent in our studios, empowered by our tools and technology we built over decades. Every title we have showed today runs on Glacier, our own game engine, and Glacier has been continuously
What happened to
open for
Everywheel?
over 25 years.
Wait.
It's not just a
did
matter of
wait,
the heritage.
Did
it is
my
because
eyes say
no
fuck?
off-the-shelf engine,
Everywheel?
game engine could handle the systematic complexity of Hitman and Bond, nor support the kind of cross-platform and performance we
Ooh,
deliver
okay.
today. Glacier is a purpose-built for the kind
I
of
did not
games
know
IO
that.
makes. Deeply
I did not know
interactive,
my eye
technically
left
ambitious,
left Everywheel.
and globally scalable.
I thought they were still using
What
Everywheel at the
sets
game engine.
Glacier apart? Its modular design and ability to scale seamlessly.
I wonder if my original
across,
field came into
platforms
play
from
with it being a
consoles
crypto
to
company
PC
or heavily
to
backed by
mobile,
crypto
without
companies.
compromising the creative intent. Glacier is the foundation that allows our teams to move fast, stay creative, and build the kinds of games that we believe in. And it's the reason we can deliver at the level of the quality and the scope of we've seen today. Thank you so much.
There's a lot of IOI games made with Glacier Engine, and I think it's safe to say they're all absolutely gorgeous. Well, now a few months ago, IOI announced a new publishing division. IOI partners with their first title, Mind's Eye, developed by Builder Rocket Boy. So, let's dive into another world, a world that feels strangely close to home
Let's see,
sometimes.
channels. If we get anything new on
the
this.
jaw-dropping trailers for Mind's Eye, the blockbusting thriller produced by Leslie Benzies and his team. Please welcome Adam Whiting.
Hey everyone, Adam Whiting here, Assistant Game Director at Builder Rocket Boy. Really excited to be showing you all some new gameplay footage from Mind's Eye that comes out on Tuesday, the 10th of
Gonna be
June,
the same
so not
footage
long to go
before.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into the action here, straight into a mission. Here we go. Straight into a mission from the latter third of the game, and at this point Jacob Diaz, our protagonist, has had his Mind's Eye implant reactivated, and he's accompanied by his companion drone. Now this drone gives Jacob some unique combat abilities that we'll see during gameplay here. Now, we've worked tirelessly to create a very immersive and cinematic experience, and the story is a key part of that. So we've bleeped out certain bits of dialogue, as I don't want to spoil anything for players looking forward to delving into the narrative. What I can say, though, is that something very interesting has just taken place that's thrust the city into chaos. It's raining for the first time in years, and the city is under martial law. The military have moved in and are locking down the city as the automated AI systems that drive Red Rock.
Yeah, we gotta do that to be like,
undone.
look, we're not GTA.
Now, Rigby's going to be assisting us on this mission and helping us navigate the predicament Jacob finds himself in right now.
Man, the enemy dropped fast though.
Now, in Mind's Eye, players can't just run in all guns blazing, but instead have to navigate the environment methodically and carefully, looking for vantage points and environmental elements that can give them an advantage.
Couple bait
there is
shooting.
no surefire, one-size-fits-all way to approach combat, but by utilising the vast array of weapons and the potency of the combat drone, players can approach combat in a variety of different ways.
Are they aiming down,
Players
or
can
that's the
also
recoil?
utilise the lens device. Now, this is an AR contact lens that is the replacement for the smartphone in this world, and they can use this to scan the environment, and it'll actually help players keep track of where enemy targets are and help them strategize how best to neutralize them. And it also handily highlights pickups on the ground.
We have 4
So
Gundams
the DC2
right now.
companion drone has a few key functions.
That we
one
will
of
be
them
doing
we're
once
about to see
this
right
is
now
done.
Zap ability. Now this stuns targets, and it can be used to override electronic systems such as keypads and doors. It's also particularly potent against robotic enemies, as
it might be a
temporarily
time thing
disables
you
them.
might need to refresh. I don't think I put a limit.
Show us.
God damn it! I'm gonna do it after this.
Stop playing around.
Cause I don't think there's a limit. Twitch might be being busted.
Now we try and keep players immersed in the narrative.
No, we're not
so we have
doing
many
that.
cinematic
No.
moments, and
I
players
don't know
seamlessly
We
why
might
transition
do
into
this,
and out of
maybe.
these
But we're
throughout
stopping
the
it
course of the
right
game.
now.
We might be doing this later. Maybe. I think that. I don't remember. I don't remember if they say Game Pass or not. God, it'd be nice if it was on Game Pass. We were literally in it for like 2 seconds, chat. Fine, just land on some couches. It'll be fine.
Oh, I think I'm alright. Those sky cars can withstand a lot of force. Well, it's not the drone I'm worried about, Rigby. It's me. I'm glad you're okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, pretty much
Now we're on
like.
the ground, we can see how the city feels different right now. Under martial law, the citizens of Red Rock
The
have
game
fled
is
from the
pretty
streets,
much
and very
if
few remain.
GTA
This is in
was
stark
linear.
contrast to the other times players have navigated through
So.
this downtown area on previous missions, where it's full of life. The
But yeah,
streets
you
now
take like
have an almost
GTA and make
eerie
it level
quality to
based.
them,
That's what
as
this
the main
is.
thing inhabiting them are the patrolling military vehicles and soldiers subjugating the residents of Red Rock.
Couple maybe did
However,
we have heard about
the military
it?
group
Like
that have
it's
taken
more like
over here are called Black
areas.
Box. They aren't operating with the best
Um,
interests of Red Rock City at heart.
it's not
They
like
have a
linear, like
different
point A,
agenda.
point B, more
And
like
as such, the
area
robotic forces
that you do in
patrolling the
quests
streets
or
are
you do
answering to
quests
them
in.
and are fighting against Jacob.
So you have a little bit of freedom, but you know, it's still level based.
As players progress through the story, they face increasingly difficult enemies that are more tactically adept, as well as better armed. And as Jacob
They still
encounters
die in
these
like
new
3
factions,
hits.
he gains access to their weaponry, adding to the player's ever-expanding arsenal. Now, the robotic enemies players encounter are also susceptible to the companion drone and its ability to hack them, making them work
Metal Gear.
alongside rather than against Jacob. This is a key strategic element as they can cause a distraction, tank some of the
Wait,
shots
so
of
we doing the
Jacob,
stuff
or
from,
they can just
like,
be
Watch
a
Dogs?
useful and potent combat ally, using their advanced robotic weaponry to aid players in battle.
I don't think they. I think they game it only PC and not
Cyberpunk
Nintendo.
Theft Auto.
A little bit. I gotta say, like, seeing uncut gameplay of that. How you doing, Z? How you doing? Welcome to Zombie E3 Day 3, I think.
As we've seen, the DC-2 drone also
How you doing?
allows
Just in
Jacob to
time,
use it to
obviously.
scout ahead, seeing through its eyes, so players can plan ahead and approach each combat encounter in a more tactical way if they choose to.
But yeah, seeing
I also
uncut
want to highlight
gameplay
the music
here.
and audio design. We've got a really talented audio team, and they've really given Mind's Eye a unique vibe through not only its sound design, but also its soundtrack, building tension and ramping up the excitement as the action escalates.
Like, I kind of feel like seeing gameplay of that. I feel like we are doing like we're doing like Map Paint 3, but without bullet time a
little.
little.
Approach a construction site, and Rigby
Or like
is trying
going
to help
on
us
350
navigate
hour,
to a
you know,
vehicle
type
that's
of
having
game.
auto drive its way over to us. She's our eyes and ears right now, helping us navigate through this area.
What the fuck are you shooting at, man? Yeah, that what it feeling like. It like with the hacking stuff, because they're talking about like the drones and hacking and the call.
Now it's down to Jacob.
It does kind of feel like a little bit like Watch Dogs. Yeah, just a tiny bit.
Now, whilst
with the
Mind's Eye
hacking.
is a linear narrative-driven experience,
Yeah,
we
they
have
right
built
out.
an entire city. And we use this in various ways.
Yeah.
In situations like this, players can navigate through the terrain how they see fit.
Like I
And
was
they can
talking
find
about
different
earlier.
ways to get to their objective. Some may be more fraught with peril than others, and players can use a DC-2 drone to figure out their best path forward.
I get to be honest. I get to what more like you have a big zone that are like slowly funneling you to like an endpoint, and that is the level. I guess it's probably the better way to look at this. And that is just how the level structure is.
As you can see, there are a variety of different weapons to suit different playstyles and scenarios. Some of these laser-based robot weapons are particularly potent and a key part of your arsenal as you get into the latter stage of the story and are fighting highly trained military personnel as well as cutting-edge robots. We have a huge variety of different environments and locations that change things up, from slick urban environments to isolated desert locations, beautiful skylines to sumptuous
Going to
vistas.
the desert?
Mind's Eye is full of spectacle and surprise, and we're really excited for you all to be able to play it next week. As you can see, players also have to keep their wits about them at all times, as these black box enemies are quick, agile, and tactical with how they'll try and flank Jacob from various sides. Now we can flee the area in the vehicle Rigby has sent over to us. However, the city has a different feeling right now. Instead of being full of traffic to navigate through, there are now military checkpoints the player has to try and avoid. The driving in Mind's Eye feels fun, responsive, and
I would
thrilling
hope.
as you take corners at high speed.
I would hope
and we
so.
use this in a variety of different ways. Now, one of those ways is through Play Mind's Eye. During the story, at certain points, the player will find portals that allow them to jump into side missions and stories, some expanding the world and giving more narrative context.
Devil May
Some are just there because we
Cry
think they're
Challenge
fun.
Arena.
And players can also bring up the pause menu at any time and launch one of a variety of different missions, races, and other gameplay experiences, built by our team using our special no-code editor tools that make game creation accessible to anyone. And players on PC can select the Build Mind's Eye option to start building their own content and share it with everyone else at the press of a button.
Okay, never mind. This is not using the default engine since it's a publishing. So this is still on every world then. Okay. So I get that we're talking about exclusively IO games. And this is not IO, this is just published by them.
We've already got some exciting updates in the works that will allow players to build their own environments, not being constrained just to Red Rock City, and also adding in multiplayer. And when we add new functionality and features, we'll not just be highlighting it with our own Play Mind's Eye content,
video on
but
the
allowing players
editor.
to use these additions within their own content and tell
Yeah,
their own stories through Build
the
Mind's
editor
Eye.
looked very much.
We're really excited about the opportunity
like
to play
Epic,
and build. Will give us keep players engaged
but it
with
like
new
drag and
content on a very
drop in
regular
design.
basis, and we're committed to the long-term vision of Mind's Eye.
Which we
and
did
looking
get to
forward
technically
to
like
you all joining us on
Roblox.
this
I need to
exciting
met
journey
with the
together.
Roblox editor at
So you
some
can pre-order
point.
Mind's Eye now to gain access to our deluxe edition for free, and we're excited to see you all in Red Rock
Oh,
City
that's
on the 10th
nice.
of June.
That mean pre-orders
so
are not doing
just-
good.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, like from what I have seen of Roblox editor,
And lastly, I just
it
want to
seems
thank our
like
partners at
it would
IOI
be
for
I guess
sharing
pretty
this vision
similar
for
to
the future
that.
of gaming with
Because
us,
that
and for
doesn't
allowing us to
require
be part of their
programming
special
either,
showcase
right?
today.
Is it
Adam,
drag and
thank you so
dropped
much.
up?
And thank you for all your hard work and efforts, and thank you for the team back at Barb, and thank you, Leslie. You've created an amazingly ambitious, awesome game, and we couldn't be more proud to work with you as partners.
Does
and
it?
we're
Is it
looking
on Game
forward to
Pass?
get this game out to the
We
fans.
need
10th
we need to
of
move
June.
Obo a little
It's
bit
gonna
with the
be hell of a
camera to
ride.
see it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think it Game Pass. No, it looked like it just Epoch played to PC.
Hello, everyone. We are out here in the lobby while you guys are inside exploring what is about to be available to you. I am with Nicole, the global
God, it
brand
really is just a
manager
dev-
for IOI
a,
Showcase.
like,
or no,
press event.
IO Interactive. Yeah. You're like, and it's, but like, beyond that, there's been so much planning and passion that has gone into tonight. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been like a blast. I mean, like we are working on all these news, all these like new features, new additions to the Hitman game, and for like so long that actually in the end, being able to reveal everything tonight here, and showcase it to the world for the first time is just like amazing, and we are super happy, and I'm super excited to be here and have like actually guests trying on some of our latest addition to the franchise.
Man.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Jane
speaking
Bond
of
really
all the-
fought.
Everything that's been revealed
Did
tonight.
nothing about Jane Bond.
If you come out
than,
after
like,
to the
game
lobby
and-
after the showcase,
some of
sorry
Game
for everyone at
Pass.
home, even though you're able to try it out too, we'll have different pods where you can actually try out the Switch 2 and iOS version, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that was my
So
thing as
let's,
well.
show us
the-
around a little
Yeah, so we are gonna have here the Switch 2 version of the game with like
There
Eskil,
you
our
go,
game
Hitman.
designer, giving you a
But,
bit of tips and tricks on the game. And
But
over
yeah,
there
that's
we're
what
gonna have
I noticed
Bobby,
as well, Z. It seemed like the enemy in mine eyes
pods
took
ready,
like 2 hits
and the
they
game
were
is
just
coming this
dead.
summer, runs natively
I wonder
on
if that
iOS.
because
And
they
for
just
everyone
had it on
online
the
and in
easier
the-
setting
in
or
the
had
showroom, we have
AP
a
torn
surprise
down
coming
low
up
so
for
they
you.
could get through that demo fast. I wonder. Because that's not unheard of, you know.
My memory's still a bit blurry.
It's not unheard of. Oh, we're getting trailer now. It's not unheard of like game dev, like when they're doing stuff like this. Like showcases, they would like make them more powerful or way weaker.
I have
Just to
these
get through the stuff fast.
gaps inside my head. Satellite gives us a 10-minute window. You made it.
Okay, this is distant trailer.
Leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
Okay, did you get hacked and that was sending you on your motivation? Like your little AI military thing get hacked?
All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you kidding me? This thing has ruined my life. You have no idea who you're dealing with. What you did, you should have left him to death. This is not the first time we've had a fatal error with your tech. Yes, make it stop! Make it stop! You know what I have to do? This is the only
Do a
way.
back flip off a car doing a front flip? He totally did a back flip off that. You saw that, right, Chad? Man, that was so fast. Like, I wanted to see if that did say Game Pass or not. Just so fast. Yeah, because they're all trying to go, obviously, you know, they're doing like, obviously not like straight up cyberpunk, but, you know, maybe cyberpunk light with it, maybe.
Do not lose her.
Or maybe the little blackmail, maybe that's a little more accurate. Again, more like blackmail now.
Tires are out. Proceeding on foot. I'm coming to you now.
The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
Okay, we got multiple trailers going here now. We get a thought? Hey, yep, still made in every will. Oh my god, we are getting a thought. Holy shit, they're just giving us all the trailer. But yeah, no game pound. No game pound attack.
He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Yeah, this whole thing is like, I still don't know why they are doing it live.
Man, is it always this hot?
Cause like this is literally like if you got sent out to an event, this is literally what it is.
Yeah, not bad, huh? It's the latest model.
I feel like the whole event only exists to try to get people to care about this game. Cause you know,
Companies like
I don't know. Maybe I'm not in the white bubble, but I feel like no one is talking about Mine Eye.
Very stars and stripes that made their most
I'm only aware of it because of the Everywhere engine originally, and
Give me
still,
access to the
now
back-end
that we
system
know
of
it's
my
still
city
around.
bot, and then we'll talk.
Today is a very special day. Well, it's not every day we get to test the existential potential of man with machine.
Also, I think we can go ahead and say that IO is gonna have like a type
I
on
can spin
day.
this like I always do.
So this is the fourth game they are publishing, and it still got that like James Bond 5 military vibe, just like Hitman, just like James Bond. Which I guess there's nothing wrong with, you know, having a quote-unquote type, you know, for what you want your, you know, your IP or your brand of IO to be. Also, we now in Hitman territory. Now, the question, is it done? And are you wanting trailers? I'm not for sure, chat. I wonder if they had like cameras set out or set up obviously out in the demo area. I wonder if they're just gonna like do like webcam footage of people playing the games. Wait, did I say 100 hours? I guess it would be, technically. You bring in all the other stuff, like technically Hitman could be like, you know, a 20-minute game if you really wanted it to be, but you know. Drop that on people's heads now. God, honestly, is the Twitch port or the Twitch 2 port actually good? God, it could be a fun, like, you know, a fun little, like, 10-minute type of distraction game on the world.
Your target is the elusive Shadow Banker, known only as Le Chiffre.
I think this is what's
financial
happening now.
mastermind
Them
with
just playing,
suspected ties to the criminal
you know, the
underworld.
trailers.
He has arranged
I
a
think the
high-stake
event is
poker
done.
game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
But yeah, like, I would think overall of this, if I'm whining,
So that's kind of special.
wait, what? What happening now? Okay, never mind, not over.
I always love whenever we get to work with voice actors from the games.
Oh, we doing that now. Got it. Okay, I think we're gonna do a Q&A, chat. Yeah.
Everyone really did go to the bar.
Yeah, they were that awkward in the events all.
Do we know what order they're coming out?
Live mic, lady.
Can I give a warning to everyone to come back in? Like, are they coming in? Are they coming out now?
Did they abandon all? Oh God, all the voice actors just abandoned all, chat. Like they all just went, I'm gonna go get free
We're
bill.
about to begin the panel and Q&A. Trust me, you're gonna want to come back in for this. Okay. All right. So speaking of the panel, we're gonna go ahead and get started and bring out our guests. Shush your mouths. First off, well, are they back here? We got a whole slew
This
of
is
them.
literally just
Who's
playing
gonna
back
come out of the
Konami memory,
curtain
chat.
first?
Oh my God, a Konami memory. Don't get me wrong, nobody like badly
All
dancing
right,
or
we have
getting
Adam,
into a slap
who you saw
fight,
earlier,
but
David Bateson, our voice of Agent 47, Mads Mikkelsen, everybody. Woo! Maconn. Oh yeah, we have Christian and Ula. So we have everyone, the whole team here today. See, told you wanted to stick around. Look at you guys. Everyone's so handsome.
I gotta
Okay.
say, Chad, the one thing I don't miss from
So
Natural
we're
Pro
gonna have
Days
a
is like
couple
these events.
questions that I'm gonna give our panelists, and then we're gonna take some questions from the audience. But I think what would be really special is starting off with, you know what, a little story, because Mads, David, you guys have known each other from before Hitman, and I know there's a little anecdote that can be told here that's quite special.
Yeah, it's this is a real premiere. Mass and I worked on a small film together back in 98, 99. You was
94.
Oh my God.
You're that old, David.
Who am I again? Anyway, you were at drama school, which is so scary. We did this little movie. It was a love triangle. He was having an affair with my wife. Yeah. And the short story is this. I go away hunting. It's set in 1895, a long time ago, right? I go away off hunting. He turns up to seduce my wife. She's putting sheets out on the line, and he starts sneaking up and fumbling around with my wife. And anyway, he did something. I'm watching this scene. He's about 25, 30 feet away from me. I'm standing next to the director. We got a monitor in front of us, and I'm watching it live. He goes and leans against this pole as she's putting these
Let me
these
get the
sheets
pole
on
in
the
a white
washing
chat.
line. And he's like, waiting for you. I'll wait. And then he does something which totally rocked my boat. He starts spitting because he's such a romantic guy. No, he's looking at her. His arms are folded and he's leaning back, and he just goes. And he does this a couple of times. So I lean across to the director, and I'm going, wait a minute. That's not very sexy. And I'm looking at him doing it live, and then I looked at the monitor, and something was insane. It was brilliant. It was sexy and raw and just, I'll let you finish, and then you're mine. The point is, I leaned across to the director during the take, and I whispered to him, Sarah, to go, what did I say? Yeah, I've got to get this right, because that's right. Oh, yes, right. I said to him, does Mass know what he's doing? And the director leaned over to me and said, I don't think so, but don't tell him. Because it was insanely good.
It worked on your wife, though.
No, I'm rather pleased about that because she's here tonight. No, but that was maybe a sign of what was to come. And I've waited 100 years to tell you this story of the talent I saw that day, and he was still studying at drama school. So, yeah, give it up for Mass.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't know. I walked into the room today, and the guys were pitching me the game, and I was watching it, and all of a sudden the hitman comes in. And
Wow.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Is that David? So it was my very first thing I ever did.
Yeah.
And I got to shag his wife and kill him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what happens in this game.
Yeah. We'll call it 50-50. We'll call it a draw. Yeah, you killed me. Yeah, asshole.
It's so rare that, you've been able to work together for so long on different projects. It's actually an incredible story, and I'm happy that you were able to share that with us today, because when else would you have been able to tell that story otherwise? Yeah.
Thanks.
But I had no idea that you were Hitman.
No, but you killed me first.
And maybe second.
Yeah.
All right, so Mads, what was it like to reprise your iconic role as Le Chiffre for this Hitman mission, and how is it different than the movie?
It's different in the way that I'm not in a studio, I'm not in a set, I'm not wearing a costume. So obviously this is an imaginary world. I think I was doing the recording in Spain, and you guys were sitting in Denmark. And I knew the game because my son has been playing it forever.
At that point,
and how I
Troy,
played
this
it,
muted crowd is making this so
but I got
awkward.
a lot of notes about it, and then you guys were pitching every scene. And eventually,
you know,
I
everybody
realized, why don't we
are just on their
do
phone, just
every
like
line
typing
in
shit
5
and
different
like.
versions, and then you guys can play around with it.
Or
And
like the
that's kind
majority of
how
the
I approached
people
it
just
for-
fucking
because,
laugh,
I mean,
like the voice actor did. They're like, hey, we got free food and
so
free,
many
but like
different,
open bar, fuck that
opportunities
shit.
in every scenario.
They all took a
tell me how that
photo of
works, half an
the
hour
dude
for
that
every
Ian was
scenario
freaking out
would be
about,
me
and then
standing
they
there
just
for 2
left.
months. So we just
That's the
dived
one they
in
won't
there.
cut.
I
That's
don't
the
know how
one they
you
won't
guys are
cut to
doing
the
it. I mean,
audience.
you might have a little more visual to work with.
No, I have nothing.
Okay, here you go.
I'm kind of all alone.
Yeah.
But,
So it's a different approach, obviously. I mean, it was great to come back to him. I was always when I did the original, I loved the film. But I was
we come to the
always
audience.
super angry when I read the script that, I mean, a Bond film. I'm an ex-gymnast. I'm really good at stunts. And the most
You know
crazy
what we
stunt
need,
I did
chat?
in the film was folding 2 aces.
Chat, you
It's
know
like,
what
oh,
we
God.
need, chat.
It's like, so
The
I'm so
one
pleased
thing
that
we
this
need.
character is actually
That
got
guy
his
is
hands
actually
on
a very good actor. I like him in some of his movies.
Listen, I think what's cool about
Yeah, because I know Ian was
is
gushing
unlike
about
the
him
film,
earlier.
obviously, you get as a player to approach you, the target, in so many different ways. And
You know
I
what we
find
need,
that
honestly,
infinitely,
chat? The one
interesting
person we
to
need
use
right
your
now.
imagination that way.
We need mental
although I-
caffeine, chat. We
I
need
liked
him.
what
We
you
need
did to
him
me
back.
well,
We
to
didn't
James
know
Bond
it in
in the movie, so that's
2007.
another story.
Well,
But he had the
deserved it. He
hero
took my
we
money.
needed,
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
He had the true hero we needed for this.
All right, so David, you've been the voice of Agent 47 for many, many years now. How do you keep the character fresh and engaging for both yourself and the fans?
How do I?
How do you keep the character fresh?
Oh well, listen. In a way, it's kind of easy. I don't know if you have this thing, but one, I treat Agent 47 as my best friend, as I mentioned earlier. So I kind of thinking, I'm gonna have a good time hanging out with my best friend. We'll work it out. But here's the other thing. I know he's this emotionless character, without feelings and without moral. He's a killing machine. But I treat him sort of like a Frankenstein's monster, in a way, that he's somewhere deep down inside, he's looking for some kind of humanity. And though the dialogue is written very ice cold, and it should be delivered that way, I try to sneak in some kind of curiosity about how it might
We're
feel.
going back in time, chat. It's happening.
to
We're
kill,
going
or
back
to
in
what's
time.
this person going through.
It's
And
happening.
secondly, I think of his backstory about wanting to know where he comes from. So it's a
Oh God.
primitive thing, but
I didn't mean to do that.
just keep
Oops.
having that in my head.
That's really cool. And Mads, you
I'm having
already
flat.
talked
I'm having
about,
flat back
you know, the
to
difference
0708
between
right now,
voice
chat.
acting, being in the booth, and then being on set. Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah, it was super fun. Both of the things were fun. It was obviously fun to revisit him for a number of reasons. Also to just see that even though he looks young in the game, his voice is kind of more rusty now. It's apparently my mistake. No, it was super fun. I mean, you rarely get the chance to revisit a character in the movie business. You might do it on theater, but in the movie business, it's over, it's done, and then, what is it? Is it 18 years? Yeah, 18 years ago. I
Don't
did
say that.
character,
Don't
and
fucking say
he
that.
looked good, and I was happy to
If
see him
honestly,
again.
Bill, like when
You
I
still
think
look
of
good.
the Daniel
All right, so
Craig,
you face
like
off
Bond,
Agent
they're like, oh, that was
47.
like
Who
6
is the
years
world's
ago, right?
best assassin?
Ooh.
In another high-stake
No.
poker game, how
No,
would
we're
Chief
not.
go about destabilizing such a fearsome opponent?
Well, obviously, Le Chiffre normally has henchmen and people to do the dirty work. So in terms of assassin, it's obviously hitman. But if you face him in his
I
environment,
think what we're
it's
establishing
gonna
here,
be
the
a-
only reason the
it's gonna be
actor
a
dude it
uphill
here
battle
is
for
because
Hitman.
of the hitman
Yeah,
actor.
I think you're right. I mean, you mentioned earlier to me that
I feel
it's
like
not
that
just
is the
about me
only
trying to
reason this
kill you
happened,
by
Chad.
winning at poker. There's a lot more going on.
And then also on top of that, getting the
and I
license
think,
to James Bond.
I don't know. When James Bond stands there, you're kind of going, yeah, it's going to end well. But I think it feels more even. The playground, the playing field feels much more even, which is cool.
Yeah, and if you were playing Hitman yourself, Mads.
If I'm playing
Yeah,
Lucifer?
if you were playing the game yourself.
Or if I was playing Hitman trying to kill myself?
Yeah. would you go in head on, or would you be stealthy about it?
I really can't answer that, but I know who's gonna really enjoy killing me, my son. I mean, there's like a ton of ways to get past my character.
I think that
and
says something about your family relationship, Whitetail Bud, but...
So that's going to be fun. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're obviously playing Hitman, and it's a strange suicidal process for me to imagine that. Well, I'll download it. I'll play it. We'll see where it goes.
So if you had to give Agent 47 one piece of advice for his mission against you, what would it be?
Yeah, give Agent 47 an advice?
Oh.
Why would I?
That a man who don't know what he is playing.
It would be a smart choice to beat me at poker. That would be the easiest way for him. And if he can't do that, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not going to be easy killing this guy. I would just say this. I never thought of that before. Your son's going to be out there killing you. Well, I have news.
Probably playing right now.
Oh, no. Well, listen, I walked in on my daughter when she was playing Absolution some years ago, and she turned around and said,
some years ago,
so
like
cool
2011, chat.
Your voice in my ears as I strangle this nun.
Was she the sexy nun?
Can
That's
we just
the question.
keep that inside the room?
Are we talking about normal nun?
Yeah, so good luck.
That's incredible. So, Christian, what core themes or tone did you want to capture in the Bond story that sets it apart from previous interpretations of the film or the games?
Well, first of all, we're changing subject here.
Oh, yeah,
but
getting serious.
Absolutely, I just want to say it's absolutely a blessing to just see the two of you together, and like for us to dream about it, Hakan and I, as you can probably imagine, it's been a really, really special mission for us, and it's been really enjoyable. Regarding a Bond, I think what we really wanted to find at the core was a young version. We kind of talked about the difference between who's 007 and who's James Bond as a concept, trying to find out like how does he become the number? How does he, as we also talk about, the game is about earning the number, but it comes at a price. So we needed to figure out who is he.
Oh, the thought love is gonna die trying he never love, and that's why he just running around sleeping with everyone.
And I think that's what we're really
the origin story is coming true, chant.
That's really cool. So can you tease any unique mechanics or innovations that set this game apart from any other stealth or action titles?
Well, I think we're combining some really interesting elements. Like, we're well known from Hitman games with a lot of freedom of approach, and obviously Bond is a little bit different, but he has a really big layer of improvisation, and just he happens to get in trouble, but he also happens to have a lot of different solutions. So we wanted to capture that. But I think the biggest leap for us was to make this seamless interplay between, physical melee action and, really good shooting combat. So it feels like you have a lot of options, whether you're in sort of an action part of the game, or whether you're more like, using your skills as a spy.
And I do want to play the Bourne Identity game. That was actually really good.
More perfectly together.
That it does him talking about it.
Same mechanics and everything. Yeah.
I feel like
let's switch it a little bit. Adam, Mind's Eye looks like it blends narrative depth with action. What's the core
they really got
experience
nothing
you
for
want
James
players to
Bond.
walk
Holy
away
hell.
with?
The addiction it will, isn't it, Mason?
A very immersive and cinematic story. I think the kind of key experience one players have is kind of feel like they're playing through their favorite action movie.
Don't worry, after Gundam time, I'll be heading back in as well.
Of the action, and they get to go between these wonderful action
Although it
set
doesn't end up being 400 hours long, listening to,
characters.
Fucking them two actors going off about 90 movies for whatever reason.
And we're really excited to get players in Red Rock on Tuesday.
That's exactly Tuesday. That's wild. And what would you say sets Mind's Eye apart from other narrative-led games in terms of like gameplay or structure?
It looked like it played like 360,
yeah,
but don't exist anymore,
kind of
hardly.
A few unique things, I'd say. I mean, in particular, we're trying to strike this balance between having a very well-paced story, but then also giving players lots of opportunities, have like kind of excursions and adventures. And I think Play Mind's Eye is a really elegant way to do that. As you're playing the story, you encounter these portals, and they give you a glimpse into players' into characters' backstories. Sometimes they're just slice of fun gameplay. But if you don't want to kind of like break your immersion or kind of like you just want to press through the story, they're waiting for you in the Play Mind's Eye menu, and that's a place we're going to be populating with lots of great content. Yeah, every few weeks there'll be new stuff in there, new bits of gameplay, and I think it's going to be.
To be honest, that's like a good thing to actually separate that out.
And Maconn.
It kind of like how like Devil May Cry when we found like Shadow when we've been like to just find them, unlock them, and then just play them all later.
How do you view the franchise's role in defining IOI as a studio today?
Well, Hitman has been, without a doubt, our flagship franchise.
Yeah, Hitman, the reason they were able to buy themselves from Square Enix.
In a cellar. And, 25 years later, here we are. And I would say many good games we've done throughout the years. But Hitman, Wall of Assassination is kind of the culmination of
I agree with that.
long time coming of a franchise that really found itself.
I feel like Hitman finally found what it was always meant to be.
It's something we started 13 years ago, 14 years ago, envisioning and working on it, and then starting it like from one episode to one game to 3 games, all melded into one universe. And it's been a long road, but like as you saw today with the co-op edition, which we are extremely excited about, it's something that when we say it never sleeps, it never ends, we mean it.
That's beautiful. So with everything that has been said and everyone that's on this panel right now, thank you so much for today. I want to open it up to the room for any questions.
Oh God, you betting journal that questions?
How do we do this?
It could be like one person.
Okay, so
it could be one person. I remember when I did that one plus event with IGN, literally
in the middle,
no one asked question. At the end, the CEO of the company was like, "So, any questions?"
We're gonna mic is moving.
Okay,
and the only people asking the question were the PR people. It's like, oh.
Hi. So one of my questions is specifically for talking about the new Bond game. Bond has had different types of pacing depending on
Look, I have a white shadow and one other person behind.
So I wanted to know for First Light, are you all looking more towards a specific Bond? Are you moving faster or slower? And how are you all kind of drawing your inspirations from the different film eras of the character?
I think we're doing the whole thing, but not having them be like, I'm from outlet.
Well, I think
because they might be the PR people.
We've been asking ourselves that question: what is actually?
I might have a repeat of my
for,
appearances.
Our Bond, but I think from the get-go, we tried to kind of leave that out. There's so many good legacy from 60 years of this franchise, but we're really the whole spirit and core of First Light is to create something original, something that stands on its own, something that we can call our Bond for the gamers. And so I think it's difficult to say he's more like Roger Moore or more like Sean Connery and whatnot. I think he is his own young man, and I think where he differs the most is he's not like on top of his game with very comfortable in tuxedos and with the martinis yet. This is actually something he will learn along the way, right? So it's a young man, very hopeful, very optimistic, that's gonna grow through this experience. So I like to say that hopefully you'll feel that as well when you get the game in your hands, that we created something unique and on its own.
Hello? Hello, hi. All right.
Are we not lining up anymore? Got
first
it.
Of all, first Hitman I ever played was on Dreamcast. I'm aging myself here. You guys are amazing. Yes, the Sega Dreamcast. So thank you.
We don't be one of them
and
people.
Mads, I just got done playing Death Stranding. You are amazing. It is
We don't be the
awesome to see
person
you
that
in
go
another
on a
game.
tangent for
So
3 hours before asking
I
a
had
question.
questions as far as your approach with this one versus the last one that you did. Was it any different, or did it just feel like you just jumped right back into it?
They belong in the same worlds in the sense that I don't have a setting. There's no sets. But the other one was more physical, that we were dressed up in green tights and had dots on our faces and a camera up here. And luckily I wasn't the only one. So and here it was a pitch a couple of months before I did it, and we talked back and forth about it, and then I went into the studio and I did the voice for it. So there was a difference for sure. Both had one thing in common: I had no idea what was going on. I had a hunch.
I said we were getting Resident Evil 9 today, Joe. How you doing, Joe? Welcome back.
I in a film, I will be
I don't know how many years on this earth I got left.
Outskirts of it.
I'm gonna get real weird.
After that, you better believe I am.
Like you guys, I'm like crossing my.
Are you excited for RE9? Are you sad about no open world Leon?
Thank you all for your time this evening. Very much appreciated. I want to get to the topic earlier about how Bond and Hitman share a lot of connective tissue, a lot of similarities. While that is an advantage, it also creates a bit of a pitfall. You don't want to make a Bond game that resembles Hitman a little too much. So what is the team doing to kind of avoid that and make sure that the two can stand by themselves as two now new pillars for IO?
So I think you're absolutely spot on. The journey we went on to even imagine.
A little bit of
building a
gameplay
Bond
did
game
look kind of
was a journey of
Hitman-y.
trying to figure out where is it not Hitman and where can we lean in on the strengths we do have. And also to Maz's point, just talking about the experience of actually being in a Hitman game. Hitman is a lot about like almost absolute freedom of choice. I know that's probably stretching it a little bit too far, but we really want you to be able to like imagine all sorts of scenarios as a player.
Yeah, because the lady they show, that is the daughter of Ethan, right? I think it
what's
is.
going on? Like and as the guys talked about, you have to record a lot of different reactions. Writers typically have to accept that what they write might not ever see daylight. People might not see it. They can miss it. I think Bond is like natively different there because
the move on timeline is like,
we're telling a story about a young hero.
You know, we like what 30, 40 years in the future from
and we are
1 and 2.
We're driven by the plot.
You know, so they nuked it, and obviously radiation is like going down, so they're going back.
100% into Hitman. That pacing and that drama.
So, you know, in the continuity, you know, they had like that area like blocked off.
Played Hitman, no. It stands still sometimes, right? You're just there in the middle of a level. You can just stand there and take it in, and nothing happens. And that wouldn't really be great if we were doing James Bond. So I think you need to imagine that. Yeah, we learned a lot about freedom.
We talking about the main character doing Resident Evil
with Hitman, and we want to inject as much of that as
if
possible.
She is the main character, that is.
Universe and into a Bond story, but it's not the same thing.
Okay, we're gonna take one more question because we want to give everyone time to go play the demos out in the lobby. Okay?
Yeah, because like I said, I'm pretty sure the main character they show is Ethan Doddle, and Ethan stuff was.
Okay, there you go. Quick question about
20 or 30 years after Raccoon City, because you know Raccoon City was 2000 or 98,
we see a new take
and then
on
the last Resident Evil was like 2022 or 2023 or
something.
Talk
a little bit about how important it was to kind of change that up as well.
And then we got the movies on top
of
that.
Give a new fresh take on some of the iconic characters that we've seen in that series.
Okay, yeah, I'll happily answer that. So obviously, like. As you can imagine, there is a vast legacy.
Yeah. Since she like hat mode, she got superpowers.
Interactions that people expect and they want to see in the game, and so we're obviously.
We got Red Gold Sun still floating around somewhere.
In the future, like not for now. We'll dig into how that unfolds. I'm sure you saw in the graphic behind Hakan when he was.
Yeah, we did do Red Gold Sun and just clone him and then make that Red Gold. Stranger things have happened in that continuity.
We're obviously super excited to talk a little bit about that as we move forward. But for now, you know, we'll save some of that ammo.
I'd like to remind everyone that we're going to continue to do interviews in the lounge and I think in here as well. But we are going to conclude that for the night. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for everyone who's watching to celebrate this with us.
Go get Free Bill and McDonald, champ.
They deserve it all. Thank you so much.
Have we escaped the Konami courts? Is it happening?
Oh, and it's free to play.
What? That the reminder, like, hey, go download the game. You don't need the base game to play it. Little reminder though at the end. And are we free? Also, yeah, the whole free deluxe thing. You know it not doing so good when you're giving away your deluxe for pre-ordering. But nonetheless, I think we free, chat. Are we free? Yeah, I knew Code Vein were gonna get you. I had a feeling like the Code Vein and the release date for Mecha Blade. Cause you were the Mecha Blade person, right? Obviously, Kuhn is. Well, I think you said you wanted it too, at some point, didn't you? But yeah, I think we free, chat. We finally did it. We escaped. Yeah, they're just gonna repeat all the trailers now, aren't they? Well,
your target.
That was a thing. I think, honestly, out of the conference, any of it very much started leaning into open mic Konami vibe. No luchador fighting each other on stage. And no dancing and then screaming they need applause. So at least we didn't get that bad. But I think we can go ahead and say on this one that I still don't know why we streamed this. Or why did they stream it? Not me. I know why I did. Why did they? Because this is very much a press event that, for whatever reason, want to make it public. And don't worry, these things are equally as awkward in real life, and not just this one. But yeah, I would say probably what the main thing out of this is like one last moment for the I game to be like, look, we not GTA. Maybe for good or bad trying to set that precedent. Cause James Bond, we got nothing. We got nothing but the James Bond thing, cause there's like nothing new there at all. And then Hitman is, I get the co-op thing is new, since they didn't talk about co-op earlier. And then 2 more elusive target, and I get, the iPhone version. And also, I get the Kickstarter thing. Obviously, Hitman, I think, had more to it. I don't know if it was, needed to be like an hour-long event or whatever it might have ended up being. But I think it was like an hour. Oh, God, that was an hour and a half. Oh, God. But, yeah. So. I got no plan to play Mecha Blake at all. With it being a arena-bait PvP. As of now, I have no plan to play Mecha Blake, but Code Vein, I do need to play Code Vein 1. I do need to do that. But yeah, I need to set down. It might be something we might need to do tomorrow. Cause let me see what is happening tomorrow. Oh God, yeah, tomorrow is busy. Tomorrow is Wholesome at 11. Hang on, let me bring this over here so you guys can see this. Like tomorrow, Wholesome at 11 a.m. Sam might be joining me for that if she wakes up. Women League Gaming, Italian, or let's see, Latin America Gaming Showcase, South, Asia Game Showcase, Future Game Show at 3, and Green Gaming at 3 as well. To be honest, chat, when it comes to D2, we will probably do Future and then Green. Because I feel like Future will probably a little more precedent. Because there might be a couple things now and there that could be kind of cool. Yeah, tomorrow the Cozy Stream. The Cozy Stream will be at 11 a.m. my time. So we should be live about like 10:30, 10:40 in the morning. So, for that. And like I said, Sam want to join it. Everything work out for us. So, yeah. Cozy time with Sam. Why Sam figure out what she wanting to do with her VTuber. So, hey, if they do, I'd be a little more interested. Cause like if we had like, to be totally honest, I think Mecha Blade, if it wasn't craft baits, I probably would be more into it. And like I said, every time I see gameplay of it, it just looked like a PvP version of that Dinosaur Capcom game. Or like Overwatch with the whole like standing on payloads and stuff like that. So, Kuhn said it's gonna be free to play, so who knows? Maybe I have no plan right now. But who knows? We might have a opening on, in July, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't feel like doing anything. What is this? So, It might happen. I don't foresee it. I don't foresee it happening beyond like at bats, maybe one stream or half a stream. So, because you know, after usually straight PvP games with quap baked up, usually after about like 2 to 3 hours, I'm usually just like done. So, because I get just bored until so fast of that stuff. Like if the game didn't have classes, then it might be a different discussion. Because then, you know, it come all about environment learning. Well, classes are like, I can't tell if I'm good or just playing or bad or just playing a shit class. So that kills a lot of the motivation for me. So, but yeah. We will see. We will see if they will do or not. But either way, for now, I think they're gonna do it. For IO, that was. I feel like Hitman Uncut gameplay of mine. The only thing really up there. Everything else. But either way, wholesome in the morning. So we'll be back to Zombie E3. I'm not going to bed yet. We're not ending yet. We got shit to do. I'm not leaving. It's only 9 o'clock. I've only been live for almost 12 hours. We still got to do Gundam time because you guys did 4 Gundams, so we got to do 4 Gundams. And then we got Doom to play. I need to play more Doom. So, it just...
turns to me and is like, so what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm involved now.
You all chat. I'm sorry,
I don't
chat.
want to be involved.
You thought I was going to bed, chat. You thought the 12-hour stream would come to the end. No.
You've been saying this for 4 years.
You guys are stuck.
Show us. Just show us.
I got to get my
playing around.
standby. I can't, you know, I can't let Mason be ahead of me. Who am I kidding? Mason always going to be ahead of us.
Like
but...
flame cold.
Oh, God. Are we trying to blake? Are we trying to blake Fire Kitty?
For its pumpkin spice aroma, but by its design.
Good job, chat. No more reading chat or seeing who the streamer boss is. Good job. But either way, that's just the end of Zombie 3. Be back.
A legendary hero soon will lead us to glory. 8 years ago, he sunk the mothership.